All right, it's a new year. And so that means a new beginning. We're given the opportunity to better ourselves uh, and do all the things that we didn't do last year. And one of the things that I'm really going to focus on this year is the two driving forces that drive our sacred Trinity. Sacred Trinity being thoughts, emotions, and actions. And the two energies that drive that are pretty simple. It's love and it's fear. And in this world that we're in right now, pretty much everything you see and everyone you know is driven by fear for the most part. We can, today's the Hallmark holiday, Valentine's Day, where we're supposed to go out and spend all this money to prove how much we love somebody. When I'm talking about love, that's not the love I'm talking about, not the hearts and hugs and kisses. I'm talking about what drives you to be better, what drives you to take care of the people around you and the ones that you love and the ones that you're response-able for and account-able for. And, if you really think about those two words and what they mean, it's pretty simple. It's right there. Are you able to account for the things that you have done? Are you able to respond for the things that you have done? We are living in a fear time. We need to get our minds out of this fear. That is what the narrative is pushed on us daily. And all you have to do is turn the news on at any given time with these politicians and this right-left Hegelian dialectic. It's all nonsense. It doesn't exist. It's just a fiction that they have created to steer you. And so if I want my thoughts, emotions, and actions, which is the sacred Trinity, okay, it's not this the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost that the Vatican or these other 501c churches that basically are getting taxed, go look at the 40 points that they have to follow to even keep that tax exemption. Okay, they have to ride fear. That isn't what God does. That's not what creation is about. Creation, this is innate. Our rights were granted to us, like Jefferson said. He who gave me liberty, or he who gave me life is who gave me liberty. Okay, I'm not getting it from anyone else. I get it from within. Everything we do is from within. So whatever we want to be, we have to work for it. And we have to keep our minds clean and clear. And so this is a new year. This is a chance to look back, take account for what we did last year, look deeply in and really dive in and say, what are the things that I want to change? How do I get myself out of a fear mind base? Because that's what you're in. I can't pay my bills, I'm scared. If I don't get this shot, I'm gonna be sick. If I don't do this, this is gonna happen. That isn't what we were put here for. This place is for us, and we are for it. And that's the bottom line. And that can't, it can't be argued. I don't care. Anybody that's arguing that is arguing it from a place of nescience and a place of ignorance, okay? And what is ignorance? It's ignorance. It's when you're ignoring the things that are going on around you, one of the people I listened to just posted something from somebody, and it said, you read these little sentences, and they're just captivating. It says, those that don't have something deep within them, to an understanding of what's deep within them, seek pleasure. Well, look at this world around you. It's all about pleasure. That's all they're trying to give you, is just trying to keep you in a pleasure state. Fear and pleasure, fear and pleasure. Well, that's not what this place is about. This place is about learning about what's inside of us. Why are we here? We're not just here to work. We're not just here to work for a corporation and keep, pumping in the money and so that I can buy the things. The things don't matter. The more you understand why you're here, the more I understand what I'm here to do, the less I need. I get less and less. I don't need anything. I don't care about my things. Come get them. Come take them. What is it? What are they? They're not going with you. Your stuff starts to own you, And if we're going to do this, and we're going to move forward and try to get in line with creation and be creators, okay? Creation being capital C creation, and creators being small c is what we are supposed to do. We were made in the image of our creator. And so that means that we are creators, and we are supposed to be, and we're out here creating and writing the energy of fear. And it's time to start writing the energy of love. And if you don't know what that is, then I think that everyone should dive into what love is. Start looking at the word. Start seeing where it comes from. Start finding out, when did the word first get used? And people, laugh all the time. Oh, definitions and words. If you don't understand the words that you're saying, where they come and what they are, then you don't understand the vibratory force that has been given to you. And you're out there just speaking nonsense and like I said, running with nescience. I was asked a question a while back ago from an individual, and it's out of nescience and it's out of ignorance, because they don't understand things. They just have been given a narrative and they followed it because that's the easy thing to do. That's what's easy, and you don't have to be accountable to your spouse or your children or your animals or the life around you. Okay, this world is burning right now, once again. Okay, once again it is burning, and if we're going to come out of this better than we went into it, then it's time for us to start really. And the question that was asked me is, Bill, what do you think about this legalization of marijuana and how it's dumbing down the planet? Well, it's so hard to even unpack all that, right? Like, where I can go from there is that's not what's dumbing down the planet, okay? What's dumbing down the planet is fear, and a fear-based fundamental foundation of principles. When you look around at what your foundation of principles are and what you think you know, it is all based in fear, and it's all been given to you, okay? You haven't you haven't come to these things on your own. I just went through a winter off grid. It's our first winter off grid. It was a gnarly winter here. That's the true adversary here, okay? There's only two adversaries in this world outside of man, conquering man and doing what he does. In the natural world, there's only two adversaries, two things that man has to worry about. That is winter, and that is nighttime, okay? And people, you can laugh and you're scared of the dark. Well, if you don't have a place to live and you're out in the dark for the night, yeah, you're gonna be scared, and yeah, you're gonna have some problems. And winter, if you live up here in the north like we do, okay, and you got 5 foot of snow over the last couple months, and you had -9-degree temperatures at night, and you have stored water, and that's what you're living off of, yeah, that's your adversary. That's what you're going to worry about in the natural world. These animals, these guys right here, these guys, that's their concerns. That's what they're concerned about is it too cold? Where will I get my food? These types of ideas. And so I wanted to come on. I want to put some energy into this world that is a force of love. This body is where we all need to start. And it doesn't end. You don't get to a perfection place and then, oh, I'm good. That's it. That's all there is. It is work every single day. We had a little health fit here at the end of the year. Mine was stress. I let myself just get too stressed out. I was riding the fear energy only. And it overcame me. It overtook the body. And so I went into a fast immediately. We fasted for a few days. shed all the weight. For me, I'm very thin, so that's a big deal. It's a time to rebuild. So, no big deal. You just take it day by day. You get in, you do your workouts, whatever they are, okay? It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a gym. You don't have to spend all day. But we need to do something to keep this body active and fighting in the fight for love, not in the fight for fear, in the fight that for we are going to move forward. We're going to be better this year than we were the last year. And we need to take honest accounts of what we are doing, what we're putting in our body, what we're exposed to. That was another thing that was us with, we weren't making the proper decisions for this off-grid situation that we were in. And so we've damaged our health a little bit, nothing that we can't come back from, because this body is innate with an intelligence from the creator that will always fall back in line as long as we are the ones that are getting the knowledge that we need to get it back in line. And we are the ones that are focused every day. I am disciplined on what goes in this body. I don't think I've had added sugar or refined sugar now in 14 days or so. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy, but it's not supposed to be. This test of this flesh here is part of what we are here to do, not all this other, oh, you're supposed to go to college and get indoctrinated with the narrative that these people want you to know, and then basically you're going to ride fear for the rest of your life, and so is your family, and so is everyone around you, and, we're going to come in and trust me, they already have solutions for all of us. The solutions are already there, and they're just waiting for us to be, scared enough to implement them. And, look around. That's what's gone on the past couple years. We won't call it out because, you can't go contradict the, mainstream narrative anymore, but it doesn't take much to figure out what's really going on. And it doesn't take a long look to look at the history of what's been going on. It's all documented. They keep it documented right there for you to go find, because we will be governed in this world. We will be governed by creation or by man. It's up to us. And you need to ask yourself what you're governed by. What's controlling your everyday and what you're doing. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not governed by man. I won't be governed by man, because that is going to pull me away from creation and from this natural world that is for me, and I'm for it, just like it's for you and you're for it. And so let's get rid of the fear. Let's get back into love, true love, not huggies and kissies and hearts and a little guy shooting an arrow and these stupid, idiotic things. Let's get back into real love. Love your brother, love your neighbor. And what that means is being responsible. We've gotten through this winter because of neighbors in the back, and they've gotten through this winter because of us. And that's love, and we didn't necessarily see eye to eye in the beginning. But when we come together through facing the adversary, which was winter and night out here in this, place where we're living, where there is nothing, and we're out amongst nature and nature only, these are the energies that we need to ride. And so I don't do many videos like this. I don't know that I felt qualified, but I keep being told that, I'm overly qualified. I spend a lot of time looking into why I'm here and what I'm here to do, and I just don't accept that this narrative that we've been given. I think it's important for us to get back to nature if we want to be better, and we want the children, I can't help but think about the children that I'm not even going to meet, my kids' kids. That's what I am trying to be account-able for and response-able for. And I'm going to do that through writing the energy of love, not fear, So hopefully this inspires some people to look into things more and to truly be in a positive state and move forward. All right. Uh, I'm going to get back to my workout because it's, I got stuff to do and I got to get to work like everybody else, but I'm going to take care of me first so that I can be the things that I need to be to do the things that I need to do. All right. And we'll talk soon. We'll see you later.